Okay. Can I get a conclusion code for everybody? Go ahead and get signed in. Code is 877-404. What? Five, 4, 2, 0, go. Nike, Marcus. So these are completely new key terms and vocabulary for you guys. Okay? I do not expect you to do amazing on this. However, let's see where we're all kind of starting as we begin our unit. Okay, nice. All right. 53%. Almost the second period. Second highest of the day. That's awesome. Love it. So 53% of the class, that's awesome. That means you guys know over half the stuff I need you guys to know. Okay? So let's look at the top 3 missed answers. Yeah, very consistent today. Marco Polo. Everybody's played that game in the pool, right? Marco Polo, close your eyes, find all polos. So, has anybody ever thought about why that game is called that or why you play like that? What?
I don't know why.
You just thought about it? Fair. Okay, so the reason why is because Marco Polo was an explorer. He was a very famous explorer. That's why in the pool, the whole object of the game is to explore the pool and find the people, right? So Marco Polo was really famous for all of his work in China, mapping it out, exploring, helping with trade, all kinds of things, okay? Very famous. Confucianism. Confucius is a new person for you guys, okay? Very famous ancient Chinese philosopher. Okay, who knows what philosophy is? Please back on your screens right now. Everybody pay attention. Who's ever heard of the word philosophy? Few of you, okay? So philosophy is kind of the art of thinking, the study of thinking. How do we think about things? How do we perceive things? Okay? Confucius taught in ancient times a lot of different ways for correct behavior, for correct morals, and for an overall peaceful and harmonious society. So all of Confucius's teachings were in order to get society to live in harmony with each other, okay? So that everybody is peaceful with each other. Okay? Kind of the anti-Confucianism is legalism. So legalism is this idea that humans are naturally evil and they have to be governed by harsh laws. So they're basically saying the only way that people are going to listen is if we got some real consequences. Okay, so that's kind of the idea behind legalism. Now, what I'm going to have you guys do, since we've had some review of our key terms, and you guys have already played with Blue Kit once, I want to give you guys the opportunity to show me some growth. Okay, so I'm going to have you guys sign back into the Blue Kit. We're going to do a quick 3-minute Blue Kit. We're going to see how much you guys have learned. 275-903-7.
I want to know what I think.
3, 2, 1. Nice. That's the idea.
Lisa, I see it.
Right, yeah, no, I know. No, that wasn't, that was completely accident. Excel, Addie, and Shirley, come on up.
Sure.
Good job, guys. So,
Are you guys thinking it better?
Yeah. Finally, how we did it in class. So we started off at 53%. 52%.
Fantastic. That's exactly what I needed.
1%. Bad like that. I'm gonna walk away.
Yeah,
We're just bad like.
Cool. Good job, guys. Let's play again.
Say it.
Yep.
It's called, we're just bad like that.
I think you guys are really just, who was power last night?
Oh,
Who was power last night? Exactly. Between no power and the rain and things like that, it's just an off day. Weather does affect us. So we're gonna set it over, we're gonna go for 3 minutes again, and we're gonna try it again. This time, we don't have to shoot that, let's do this, come on. This is the only time we have
I can't believe that this is going on.
I know, cases are always high, they are always on top. You guys, who has my vote? No, who has? What? Now you know what I was talking about with Robin.
Yeah.
We can chat. You're like, seriously? But if you start later, you now know it's harder.
It was going really well and that. I don't even think I could use it because again, it has to be continuous. I can't like for the clips. Fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Well, it's pretty, like, yeah. Oh, you mean the focus more on like how to actually.
Second place, believe.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, you gonna take you to Well, I'm in jealous. Like the beach, oh, I don't know, rats. In general, it's not good. Yeah. Oh my No.
45 seconds.
Surely, I'm
Come on up.
Let's go. Get up.
1%.
All right. So now that we've done this blue kid before, this Fast and Curious, and we have had some time to review some of the ones that we got wrong, let's see the improvements that we made as a class.
Imagine you could get everyone.
There we go. 57. Where's my part? Good.
Bye, guys.
So you guys went from 53 to 57% as a class on your guys' vocabulary, literally just in a few minutes. Okay, so we did just a tiny bit of review of your guys' key terms, and then we had an opportunity to redo our Fast and Curious, and now you guys are 4% better than you were 5 minutes ago. Okay, that's wonderful. So we love that growth. Thank you guys for participating. Now what I want you guys to do is transition with me over to Nearpod. So go to join.nearpod.com. Okay. Here's your code, LN2F6. Okay. So I'm gonna come around and make sure that you guys are all getting where you need to be. Remember, don't just type in Nearpod, go to actually join.nearpod.com and it'll take you to the exact right spot. Because it'll take you to the normal like homepage and it's not exactly where I want you to go. So, okay, thumbs up if you have put in the code. Beautiful, thank you very much. So. Thunder.
Yay.
So, today, what we are going to do is we are going to have an introduction to China, okay? So, what is the grape that we normally start every unit with? Marcus. Geography, right? Good. So, that's exactly what we're gonna do today and tomorrow. And actually, the rest of this week is we are going to, everybody should have their screens, Pac-Man, looking up at me, please. Thank you. Okay, so through this Nearpod, we're going to be able to analyze and describe the geography of ancient China, which ties into our big California history standard of being able to analyze the grapes or the geography, political structure, social structure, achievements, and religion. Very good. So this Nearpod has a little bit more than just geography in it, so we get a full introduction to China. But what we're going to do is we're going to learn about the geography in a way that later this week, we can do an extension activity of being able to fill out a normal map like we have in the past with some of the other civilizations. Okay, so you guys are going to be able to use all the stuff that you guys learned today for later on in the week. So let's learn about ancient China. Our learning objectives for this Nearpod are we're going to be able to identify and locate features of the unique geography of China. We're also going to be able to explore some of their monuments and some of their dynasties. Everybody say the word dynasties. Good. Where have we heard that word before? Mesopotamia. How about one of the other places that we studied? Egypt. Beautiful. Good. So in Egypt, we learned about dynasties as well. Here in China, dynasties are going to be extremely important because they help us split up the history of China. Okay? Now, a dynasty is when a family is in power for a long extended period of time, okay? So for example, one family continues to pass down being the emperor to each of their sons, right? For let's say 100 years, then that family has created a dynasty, okay? So we're going to explore a couple of those dynasties. So let's get started. What I want you guys to do to start off is I want to know some of the things that you guys already know about China. Okay, so that way we get to start off with all of our background knowledge out on the field. Okay, so yes, you're going to talk to your group. So here's what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to talk to your group. And I'm gonna give you guys about 1 minute to tell me anything that you guys associate with ancient China. So when you think of ancient China, what types of people, places, things, events, foods, maybe, what kind of things do you think about when you think about ancient China? So take 1 minute. Right. That's the stuff that you guys associate with China. Beautiful. Yeah, awesome. So we got religions, we got the Great Wall of China, to be specific. Maggie, what do you have? Awesome. Love it. How about this table? What do you guys talk about associating with China? Very colorful, so like their clothes, right? Super colorful, kind of flowy too, right? And a lot of like robes, you know? Good. Alistair, what'd you learn? Just tell me what you wrote. Beautiful, that's awesome, yeah, they sure do. Let me go prove some of your guys so that I can show the whole class. Good timing, all right. So, I was happy to hear from some of you guys walking around. Seeing a lot of you guys know about the Great Wall of China. They have very colorful clothes, and look, we have a beautiful picture of one right here, a woman right here wearing some very pretty clothes. We have big cities, which we have a picture of that here. Some people writing about Chinese New Year. I love it. Good. So now that we've talked about some things that we already know about China, let's dive a little further and try to see what we can learn. So I'm gonna give you guys 5 minutes. Okay, ready, put up, please. 5 minutes to read these slides as a group and talk about them together, okay? 5 minutes. So what's the thing you guys have learned? Say that again? Yeah, beautiful. So we got specifically, we're looking at the Shang Dynasty. And I really like this. What do you guys think? Oh, the organ bone. Those are kind of big. So, what kinds of things did you find interesting about the organ? Absolutely. And it's a good picture, right? How about you guys? What did you guys learn? Shang Dynasty. Cool. Well, then what did you guys learn about the Shang Dynasty? Say that one more time. Yeah, it was the first recorded dynasty. That's why it's so important. That's why we're learning. Absolutely. Yeah, they ruled for over 500 years. Remember how I was talking about like one family being in power? 500 years. Think about how many people that is. You know, that's at least 5 people. And that's if everybody's living to 100. You know, not everybody does that. So good. How about you guys? What did you guys like?
The first.
Beautiful. Yeah, the Oracle bone, right? Very interesting. Something that we haven't seen from another civilization yet, right? Cool. And we're gonna talk about that in just a second, Marcus. Good. So, sounds like everybody is getting there. Anybody need 30 more seconds to finish reading? Beautiful. Sounds great. So, based on what we just read, and this little satellite image, I want you guys, if you click on it, it gets bigger, by the way. When I give you guys the time, I want you to click on the satellite image. Look for some of the geographical features, okay? They're not labeled, but you can see them, you know, we've looked at maps plenty of times. Look at the landscapes, look at the features, talk about them with your group. Talk about what you see, okay? Then I want you to tell me how these features might have contributed to the name Middle Kingdom. Okay, so use what we just read and use the satellite image. Okay, so I want you guys to work on this with your groups. I'm gonna go ahead and start. Yeah. Also, remember how might it. Well, why would that be true? Okay. Why does that make? So, yeah, why would it be called Middle?
It goes high.
Control.
Oh, wait. Oh, shit. That's it. In the middle. Why would you call it Middle Kingdom? What's this for thinking? Say that one more time. Yeah, exactly. So it is the name for the Chinese Empire. Exactly. Now, why do you think some of these geographical locations might make it better? So if we go back to the image. And also think about this. This is India. This is the Himalaya. Notice how that kind of box. Check it out. Section. And then it creates this whole little section. Good, what's this group thinking? Why do you guys think it's called Middle Kingdom? Because it's in the middle, yep, exactly. Did you guys possibly think of the time period as well? So from the reading, it mentioned, that it was the second kingdom.
Look at mine, it's so good.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Tell me a little bit about what you wrote.
At the different times, China was called the Middle Kingdom or the Continental Kingdom.
Or the what?
The controls were called.
Very good. I love it, Alistair. Beautiful. So, Central Kingdom. Oh. Good. And it was the center of civilization even in the world. Think about how many people there are in China, okay? If they have the center of trade, that's kind of the center of trade for the world. Because there's like, that's where most of the world's people are, okay? Good.
I know.
So you guys have just under 2 minutes? Yes.
So it's called Middle Kingdom.
So, what did you guys learn from the readings about the time period?
You're copying on me.
So was this the first kingdom? It was the second kingdom, right?
So that means.
Now you guys are, yeah, so now you're thinking critically. So it's not just geographically, it's also in the middle of the three kingdoms, time-wise. So if there's three kingdoms, and it's the second one to exist, that's the middle of it, because it's in between 1 and 3. Right?
spell something we don't know.
You show what the- I don't know anything. That's what it is.
Let's go ahead and
Okay, finish your thoughts.
Oh my God.
10 more seconds.
We all have the same answer.
All right. So it was good to hear some of your guys' answers as I was walking around. Just to recap, this idea of the Middle Kingdom not only comes from the geographical features, right? So the fact that it was literally in the middle of that continent, but. You okay? All right. Get a drink of water. Okay, but it was also in the middle of the time period, okay? So there's 3 kingdoms across time. This is the second one. 2 is in between 1 and 3, easy, okay? Okay. So now what I want you guys to do is by yourself, I want you to read these 2 slides. So quietly read these 2 slides. I'm gonna give you guys 2 minutes. It should be quiet. You should be reading by yourself. Deal. Okay, so let's talk about it. What you guys learn from these 2 slides? Yeah, they have a desert. Okay, big old desert. We saw it on the satellite as well, right? Juju.
The yellow river is in the north. I don't know.
The Yangtze. Everybody say Yangtze. Good. Some people say Yangtze. If you hear that, there's the same root. That's fine. Some people say it one way, some people say it the other. I was always taught Yangtze, so that's how I remember it. I want everybody to hear what Julian just said. The Yellow River is in the north. The Yangtze is in the south. That information is going to help you on this next slide, okay? Okay.
I'm gonna take a picture.
Now, what I want you guys to do is using what we just read and that key fact that I just pointed out from Julian. You guys are gonna use this educational technology to fill out a map. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the activity so you can see it. And what you're gonna do is you don't have to label anything, but you're coloring in certain parts. So you're going to color the Yellow River in red, the Yangtze River in green, and then using the satellite image, find any deserts or mountains, okay? Color the mountains blue and the deserts yellow. Okay, so all the instructions are right there on your Nearpod assignment. Go ahead and use the drawing tools to help make your map. And this will be good for you later this week, because later this week, we're gonna do an extension activity that's a map activity.
We have
And
to make it
so
like perfect, though.
it doesn't have to be perfect, just do your best. Okay,
Like, do we have to fill out every one spot?
no. Fill in the things that I asked. Mountain areas, desert areas, Yellow River, and Yangtze River. Once you have done those 4 things, you're good. Jackson, what's up?
Oh.
Huh?
Everybody has to.
What color are rivers usually?
Yeah. Right. So you're gonna, those are the 2 rivers, you're gonna color over them with these 2 colors. So whichever one you think is the Yellow River, you're gonna trace over it in red. Whichever one you think is the Yangtze, you're gonna trace it in green. Make sense?
Holy God, stop that.
Just mountains, desert, and rivers. If you're having trouble, you can also look to your neighbors. You can also look at the classmate, at your classmates' results up here. So good, I'm seeing a lot of you guys know exactly where each river is. So you don't have to call anything that's not a mountain, the 2 rivers, or the desert, you don't have to color it, okay?
Yeah, you're in the middle of it. Oh my God.
No, desert is not, it's not that,
Wow,
no.
nasty.
Desert is a real sweat.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh,
And that's the big one.
okay, so you can tell me which river they had to color red. The top or the bottom? Right. So remember, Yellow River to the north, Yangtze to the south. Very good.
Oh.
Oh, so you don't have to get you just have to do the river. That's all right.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm seeing a lot of cool maps up here. Some of them need to figure it out a little bit, but most of you guys are getting a good idea done.
Okay, that's definitely out. Hey,
Whoever has, Alistair, is that you?
I took it off.
Take it off. Hmm?
I own the more.
I'm trying to. I don't think you guys understand, like, my culture sometimes. Okay?
Outside of.
Fine. Can we just do class, please? I know what time it is. I mean, come on. Okay, back up.
Jackson told me to. I didn't. That's it.